The Department of Chemical Engineering is based in Building 36 on the Faculty of Engineering on the Clayton campus. Most of our students do their work together in small groups where they work on their formal and their informal assessment. And they spend a lot of their time in our newly refurbished Potter and Lawson rooms for the third and fourth year classes. Our students learn how to do chemical engineering on the leading industry software packages so that when they graduate, they're ready to have a career with impact and be successful in their jobs. And our students benefit from extensive interaction with our academics. Let's hear from some of them.
Chemical engineering is about taking molecules and scaling it up so that you can make thousands or tens of thousands of kilograms of that product per day. Every time you go into a shop, every time you buy something, chances are a chemical engineer has had something to do with it.
Well, the reason I feel like chemical engineering is a good path to go down is that there's so many opportunities that chemical engineering allows you. So there's the generic paths that most chemical engineers go down, which are oil and gas, consultancy, pharmaceuticals, which you definitely get the opportunity to explore at Monash. But there's also other avenues that chemical engineers are really in demand for. So things like management consultancy, business type of roles, managerial type of roles are really in demand for chemical engineers as well. So there's just different pathways that you can go down.
One of the most memorable experiences studying chemical engineering was when we went offshore to an oil rig. Before we went offshore though, we had to practice escaping from helicopters. So they got us into these helicopter cages and dunked us into a pool of water. That was step one. Step two was dunking us into a pool of water in a cage and then turning it upside down. We then had to proceed to undo our seatbelt, push out windows and swim to safety. We took a helicopter out to the Bass Strait to see how oil and gas is produced. We got to see the gas and liquid separators, a whole bunch of heat exchangers, and all the other equipment that we learnt about in class, but practically used to produce oil and gas.
So as part of your chemical engineering degree, you have to do a research project, which is like a mini honours project, which helps just get an idea to what researchers do. So as part of that, we've had to do a few reports that really cut it fine. So yeah, I've had some sleepless nights trying to get the research project together. But yeah, it's really satisfying once you've finished it to be able to give something that you feel like you've really put your best into, and then it's really a really good piece of work. So yeah, it's definitely fulfilling even though it's long hours.
Awesome. In third year, we have the chance to make beer as one of our labs. So when we were in the Smooth office one day, had all these boxes of beer that we'd made, and they randomly just started exploding. So we weren't expecting that, but it was definitely a memorable event. Yeah, we drank quite a fair bit of the beer that we made. And yeah, we made good beer. I don't know about everyone else.
Chemical engineering is a hands-on degree, and our students have the opportunity to practice the things that they've learned in the classroom with real experiments. And not just small things with glassware in a lab like you might have seen in chemistry, but real-sized equipment in a large lab where the processes are things that you might see in industry and they're directly relevant to what you've learned. Chemical engineering is an exciting and hands-on degree.